Get ready for the biggest wave of the game. It's NoahMania, and the world will never be the same. Wrestling news, drama, it's all here. Tune in now, cause Noah's bringing the crew. From the ring to the screen, he's got the scoop. Breaking down WWE RAW, the crew. SmackDown, AEW, the top spots to be. NoahMania is the name, and the future you'll see. Hollywood buzz and the drama that's real. Noah's on fire and you'll feel the appeal. From the ring to the screen, he's got the scoop. Breaking down WWE RAW, the crew. SmackDown, AEW, the top spots to be. NoahMania is the name, and the future you'll see. Hollywood buzz and the drama that's real. Noah's on fire and you'll feel the appeal. Podcast, YouTube, where the stories unfold. He's got the content and it's pure gold. From the square circle to the red carpet bright, NoahMania's rising and he's taking flight. A sexy encyclopedia, he's the king of internet media. NoahMania's on the rise, watch him take control. The biggest name on YouTube and he's on a roll. Wrestling, drama, all the world's trends. Tune in now, cause the fun never ends. NoahMania's got the vision, the heat of fire, climbing higher and higher. He's your empire. The biggest YouTuber,
you guys ready?
It's NoahMania, turning up the light. He's dropping the truth, no holding back. Every wrestling move and every hot track. From the backstage gossip to the latest
What's up, guys?
NoahMania's here to keep it all tight. From SmackDown to Hollywood and the YouTube scene, he's breaking it down like you've never
As always,
seen. All the drama, the tea,
some alcoholic
and the viral
beverages.
News. You never miss a thing, he's got all the views. From the square circle
Hell
to the red
yes.
carpet bright, NoahMania's rising and he's taking flight. He's got the takes that'll never tame. When it comes to news, he's the king of the game. NoahMania's on the rise, watch
Where
him
the
take
hell
control.
is my live
The biggest
chat?
name on YouTube and he's on a roll. Wrestling, drama, all the world's trends. Tune
Matt
in now,
Helms!
'cause the fun never ends. NoahMania's got the vision, the heat, the fire, climbing higher and higher. He's your empire, the biggest YouTuber.
Yeah.
Watch him ignite. It's NoahMania.
Welcome to the show, everyone.
Turning up the light. From the mat to the screen, from the ring to the dream. NoahMania's got the.
That's enough of that. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's just after midnight on the East Coast, 9:03 in the West. Welcome to youtube.com/NoahMania. It's the NoahMania experience. Matt Helms in the live chat saying, hello, Noah. How are you doing tonight? Well, thank you, Matt. I appreciate that, Matt. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. There once was a man named Matt who was rather fat. P-H-A-T, you know, like the 90s, yo. What up, you're fat, dog. Rocking your Osiris D3s. And your Gene Co jeans. That's how it was back in my day, son. Son. Back in the good old days. SmackDown just wrapped up about an hour ago on USA Network. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to talk about Raw from Monday night. As like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives in the world of the feud between John Cena and Cody Rhodes that was perpetuated by Dwayne Johnson. We're going to talk about that. Talkman T. Hello, Noah. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. Yeah, I wasn't around last week. Let's talk about that. I do not have time to be doing this. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm making time, and I get no appreciation for it whatsoever from any of you. None. Zero. No, I'm burning the candle at both ends, and I got sick. I was sick as a dog last week in the middle of trying to get a storage unit cleaned out, moved over to my new place. First world problems that none of you really give a shit about in the grand scheme of things. Totally get it. Totally get it. But I got sick as a dog and I missed a couple of days of work and it was a big thing. Miserable. So that's why I didn't stream last Friday, because I felt miserable. And quality over quantity, as they say. So this week, I'm finally starting to feel a little better. Getting back into the swing of things. And I'm working on a very special project. I am not at liberty to divulge what the nature of that project is, but rest assured, I'm going to destroy YouTube in the same way that John Cena is going to destroy professional wrestling, as he promised on Raw. I'm going to destroy YouTube for not appreciating me, not taking me seriously, for giving credit to other people that was due to me many times over many years ago. And the concepts that were stolen from me. Yeah, I'm looking at you, and you know who this is directed at. But rest assured, shit's going to go down in the very near future. And everyone's going to rue the day that they crossed me. Let me have a little, let's drink to that. Noah heel turn tonight. Oh, this has been percolating. This coffee pot has been percolating for a very long time. It's a long time coming. Trust me. Trust me when I say that. Certain people are going to rue the day when they disrespected me. Didn't give me my flowers, as it were. Oh, man. You've been my OG for years, brother. Don't come in here and give me that. Don't come in here and give me that. Mr. Hiding with your lights off and your cell phone. Crappy video quality. You didn't give it your best effort. And I blame you. It's all your fault. So you want to sit there and call yourself an OG? Well, I see right through it. I see right through it. Let's drink to that. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Like I said, shit's going to go down. I promise you. And it will be through. Remember the episode of The Simpsons that Tito Puente was on? The Who Shot Mr. Burns? And they thought Tito Puente was going to physically harm with violence. That he was the one that was responsible for shooting Mr. Burns. No, this ain't nothing. I'm like Tito Puente. I have a slanderous mambo. I shame my older self. Shame on you. Shame. Shame. Actually, no, I got one for you. We got one for you, Tony H. Got one for you. I am so slow. I'm slow with my comebacks. What can I say? I'm not on my A game. All right. This one's just for you, Tony. Own it. You need to own your shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame.
Exactly.
Shame.
That goes out to you, Tony H.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Yeah.
Shame. Shame.
All right. That's enough of that. Okay, what's going on? All right, so before we get to Raw and SmackDown... Oh, geez. Before we get to Raw and SmackDown, let's talk about some news, shall we? That sounds like a great idea. So I titled this episode, Rusev is back, and I don't care. I don't care. So let's talk about that, shall we? So he was also announced, so he's gone from AEW, okay? And he was spotted in the new WWE headquarters. What was the story behind that? Let's see if I can get some notes on that. Hang on. Here it is. So on April 2nd, so 2 days ago, Rusev had been visiting WWE HQ to set the stage for his return to the company. So this is from WrestleTalk.com. I'll give them credit for this. Now in an update, and this would be having officially signed to return after a 5-year absence. Now in a new update, PW Insider Elite has learned more details. So apparently he met with different officials to prepare for a return, and they also did a photo shoot of him. So he was there all day preparing, but no word and no sight of Lana, Miss CJ, his wife that he recently reconciled with after being split up for quite some time. Separated though, they never actually got a they never got a divorce. But yeah. So anyway, look, this guy, let me tell you what I think about this signing. And what I'm going to tell you is, what's the point? What's the point of bringing Miroslav back? What's the point? Other than that gimmick with fucking Lana, which was great. It was brilliant having him the just that brutal heel and her doing the Russian valet thing and being his mouthpiece. They did that well. It worked. But aside from that, once they wore that thing out, there was nothing. Nothing. And frankly, I think having her by his side created drama in their personal life on top of that. I think Rusev, Miro, WWE would be fine in NXT. I don't think he's needed on the main roster right now. I couldn't have said it better myself. Send him to NXT to do jobs because that's all he's good for. What did he do? Seriously. All I really like, the storylines that jump out in my mind that are the most memorable was the fucking hotel room incident. And it's always ones that make Rusev look like the butt of the joke, where Lana's cheating on, where CJ is cheating on him in some capacity, implying cheating with The Rock even. But let's talk about Rusev's track record, shall we? This is what he's done in the wrestling business from a championship perspective. All right. He was a one-time TNT champion and a three-time, excuse me. Oh, I didn't mean to cast any aspersions. 3-time United States champion. 3-time. He hasn't done shit. And going to AEW just made it worse. It exposed him. Let's be real. If it wasn't for Lana, he would have been released. He would have been released long before he did. He had such a long run in WWE, 10 years. He started in the developmentals, Florida Championship Wrestling 2010. They did the League of Nations 2015. This shit went on Rusev Day 2017, 2018. This shit went way past its normal expiration date. And I'll tell you why. Because he had that plastic Barbie doll by his side wearing her short skirt. But the reality is, Rusev, there was a point in time where your tits were just as big as your wife's. You're not a star. You even failed as a YouTuber. You did. Disagree, Miro as the Redeemer and when he had the TNT title reigns was amazing. Tony Khan just dropped him every time he lost to Sammy. Look, Tony Khan's not going to help matters any. We know that. Rusev ain't a star, though. Hate to break it to you guys. I know this ain't a popular opinion. But at least Man Tits has a job now. He ain't going to do anything on WWE TV, in all seriousness. You disagree, but what are they going to do with him? Please. Please. NXT is a best case scenario. Some Euro Continental NXT champion of Eastern Europe. They'll make up a title for him. That's what they seem to do. The straps are participation trophies nowadays. There's so many of them. It's all opinions, but I don't think Rusev will make any impact on WWE this time around. So I'm on to something. Okay, in all seriousness, play to his strengths. Simple as that. Play to his strengths. Lost my earbud. Bring back Lana. She'll probably, actually, no, I won't say that. I can't push it. I can't cast any aspersions. That's my opinions on that. Oh, man. I got to give Kevin Nash his flowers. You guys think I'm mean? Kevin Nash basically called Jey Uso fat. I laughed my ass off when he said that. Even though Kevin Nash did make an inappropriate comment to me when I was 16, 17 years old. It's true. Actually, no, I was 17 at the time. He wished me luck on my sex change operation. Son of a bitch. And I have video evidence of that. Why I oughta, but I actually felt bad for him because of what happened to his son, and to have to get through that and still do his podcast with that dude Sean, really great interviewer. I enjoy him as a co-host to wrestlers much more than I enjoy Flair's son-in-law, the stockbroker. All right, what's going on? That story was crazy when you first told me. What story are we talking about? I'm already losing my mind. Oh, yeah. Talk about the Nash thing. But anyway, why am I talking about Diesel? As The Rock did in 2002. So this one comes from ringsidenews.com. My boy Steve Carrier. Speaking on his Click This podcast. Clever name. Wow. Clever name. He said, talk about Jey Uso's performance and physical condition. I thought Jey Uso looked tired. I think Jey looks like he's put some weight on. No, I honestly, I don't know. Maybe you have the twins confused because I thought that Jimmy Uso looked much huskier than Jey Uso. But both of them really are putting on weight. They need to watch out. They're going to end up like their old man. You know, Rikishi always had that ghetto booty, but he didn't really get fat until later on, like after the head shrinker days. I think maybe the Usos are approaching that stage. They better watch it. I think Nash is onto something. Yeah, especially if he's going to be world champion. I think they're both trying to bulk up. Yeah, they're bulking up in the wrong places. I got to say, I agree with Nash. And working with someone like Gunther, I'm going to be interested to see, like at WrestleMania, are they going to go like 30 minutes? Is Jey Uso going to get blown up during that match? I think they onto something. Excuse me while I have a drink here. Woo, love these. Once again, not a sponsored video, but if Cutwater wants to throw me some money, I will not complain. I won't do it. I will not complain. Woohoo! All right. What else? Why don't we talk about Raw? Why don't we talk about Raw from Monday? Why don't we do that? So this one came from O2 Arena in London. I think they're wrapping up their European tour. All right, one last thought from Tony before we move on. Hot take, Jey Uso wins in less than 10 minutes. You might be right. I don't know, like some kind of quick match and a dirty finish. That way it doesn't really bury. It doesn't really bury what's his name. I totally forgot the champion's name. Oh man, I am just out of my mind right now. Excuse me. But yeah, I think a short match, it will make him not look bad, and give him the title. But I think Nash is onto something. Jey Uso really needs to slim up, maybe do his cardio. And do I have Alzheimer's or something? I'll just open up to you guys. I have a really bad short-term memory. How the fuck did I forget the name of the fucking champion? God damn it. What is my problem? Gunther. Maybe I got plaque buildup on my brain. I don't know. My mind is like mashed potatoes. Apologies for that. So, anyway, show opened up. John Cena's music hit. As always, that seems to be the pattern for this European tour. John Cena's music hits to open up the show. Comes out, same gimmick, same shirt, same music, same towel. Holds it up for the crowd, walks to the ring. All that changes is his attitude. You don't get new entrance music from John Cena. You don't get a new look. You get same old Cena, just with a new attitude. So Cena gets in the ring. Can't even get on the microphone. He rudely interrupted by the undisputed champion. That's another thing that annoys me. The championship is technically disputed, considering there's a world heavyweight champion in Gunther. Can't stand it when WWE changes the rules as they go along. So basically, Cody Rhodes wants to get the first words in. They get into it. Just start talking crap to each other. Crowd just hijacks it with the Cody Rhodes singing. It's amazing, those overseas crowds. Some highlights of this promo was the Vince McMahon reference, of course, implying that John Cena was created by a guy in an office. He was just a creation. He wasn't real. But Cody Rhodes, he actually comes from a professional wrestling pedigree. But people forget, John Cena, he's not the only guy in his family in the wrestling business. Don't forget John Cena Sr. Silver-tongued devil on the mic. There was a video floating around, someone asking his dad about him recently. He's like 80 years old, but he's still got it. You should manage him. That would be cool. But they've done a really good job building up this feud. I'm really looking forward to WrestleMania. What's going to happen? I don't know yet. I don't yet have a prediction for what's going to happen at Mania. As we get closer to the show, I'll give my picks, but right now it's too close to call. I mean, the safe money, the odds are favoring that John Cena is going to break Ric Flair's record and become a 17-time champion. But who knows? We don't know yet. There might be a swerve. There might be a swerve. Who knows? Another highlight of this promo was the "You Can't Wrestle," which really touched a nerve with Cena. So, just a couple of catty little princesses cutting a promo on each other. It was very good, though. Loving this build-up. All right, first match of the night. It was Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day, going up against Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, the New Catch Republic. Winners by pinfall, the New Day. I love the heel New Day. But what's going to come next? I really want to see them win some tag team gold long term. Tony H said, just to backtrack to the Cena thing, I can't take Cena as a heel. He's basically himself bitching about the fans and ran down another person, was really making him heel right now. Honestly, I don't know that you can really call him a traditional heel because people love him. He's like an anti-hero right now. I don't think anyone takes him seriously as a heel. They're just enjoying it. It's something different for a change and interesting. Except for the little kids that cried. That John Cena turned his back on the fans and betrayed Cody Rhodes and kicked him square in the nuts. Imagine that. Crowd is most likely going to be 50-50 split at WrestleMania. Well, that's the live crowd. So the live crowd is always going to have a little bit of a different slant because you're there. You're excited that you're there. And in a way, being a live crowd kind of clouds your judgment just a little bit, unless you're really a mark. And you just have to follow what they've ingrained in your head. We'll see. Muhammad Kevin Owens is out with his neck, unfortunately. We'll talk about that when we get to SmackDown. Tell me a lie. You say that you won't go. They should have had a vignette like that for him. Kevin Owens. Anyway, no, I'm really loving the heel New Day. I want to see some long-term gold on them. Really freshen them up. And it was cool. It was a cool alternative to just splitting them up. Up next, we had the Jimmy Uso versus Gunther non-title match. And Gunther went over Jimmy Uso, and then they did that whole thing with them both getting the shit kicked out of each other. Jey Uso got handcuffed to the ring rope. Jimmy was just beaten down, couldn't even stand, bloodied. He bladed under the ring, so they've relaxed the rules on blading. And yeah, so it's going to be, I think it's going to be a really ground and pound match. I think they're prepared for the fact that Jey Uso's not going to have a catch as catch can wrestling match with Gunther at WrestleMania. So I think it's going to be just a fight. It's going to be a ground and pound fight. And I'm thinking Jey Uso is going to get blown up. Jimmy's going to get involved in some capacity. This is a WrestleMania match, no DQ. No disqualification. Let me know in the live chat. Because it might be possible that maybe there's a DQ finish. I don't know. It's bittersweet to me, the idea of Gunther dropping the title. He's done such a good job as world champion. I really want to see him continue. But I know what's probably going to happen is we're going to see Jey Uso get the win. We had Penta team up with Braun Breaker up against the Judgment Day, consisting of Dominic Mysterio teaming with Finn Balor with Carlito in their corner. Winners by pinfall, the Judgment Day. You know, I'm really trying to hang on to the Judgment Day and continue to be interested in it, but it's starting to become just a little bit stale. Just a little bit stale now. They need to do something different. They need to maybe accelerate the inevitable feud between Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor. It's going to happen. It's going to explode. But I'm starting to lose my faith in the Judgment Day. Yeah, Tony pointed out this is Penta's first pinfall loss in WWE. Bummer. I'm really finding myself to be more of a fan of Penta than I thought I would be. Dude is badass. And they're doing a good job of presenting him to a WWE audience. Like it a lot. This Chad Gable shit with the El Grande Americano. They're just rehashing the Mr. America bullshit from 20 years ago. It's pissing me off. Chad Gable. There are a few people in WWE that really, really irritate me. Chad Gable, Grayson Waller, what's his name? The one with the big teeth, the Baba Booey smile, Austin Theory. I'm just annoyed by all of them. It's not good heat either. It's not good heat like fucking. See what? Why is my brain freezing up? Gunther. That's the kind of heat I like. They're just annoying. So anything involving Chad Gable, anything involving Alpha Academy, I'm annoyed by them also. Otis, he had such potential. They made a joke out of him. And Akira Tozawa. They made jokes out of all of them. Maxine Dupree, she kind of makes a joke out of herself. I like the Logan Paul AJ Styles segment. Like it a lot. It was a very safe segment. It wasn't anything too spectacular. It was predictable, but I liked it. Once again, I've never thought I'd be a fan of Logan Paul in any capacity, but he's found his niche in WWE. Oh, Tony, don't even go there. Don't even go there. I didn't say that I didn't like. I don't like the gimmick, the weenie. Like they did him dirty. I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler. He's a bad athlete. They're really doing him dirty in WWE. And this whole Mr. America bullshit gimmick that he's doing, it's not original. It's not good. So, there you go. Women's World Championship. Io Sky defending against Rhea Ripley with special guest ref Bianca Belair. As you can imagine, very predictable. Double DQ, Io Sky retains. So they're not going to do anything to rock the boat this close to WrestleMania with a title change or switch. Nothing really super outstanding, outrageous there. So really not a lot of matches on Raw. It was a total of 4 matches, 2.5 hour long show. Very, very underwhelming. There were some really good segments. I love the opening segment. But other than that, as the show progressed, it was a very, I've seen others say it was a very paint by numbers show, and I have to agree with that. So that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, you better be able to agree with that. You better. So there was an interesting news report that came out. The original plans revealed for John Cena's WWE Championship win at WrestleMania 41. This one comes from ringsidenews.com. My homeboy, Steve Carrier. He's very misunderstood. He said some really inflammatory things on the internet, and he probably should have social media taken away from him from time to time, but in a lot of ways, he's very misunderstood, in my opinion. So take it for what it's worth. But I enjoy ringsidenews.com. There's a lot of dirt sheets out there that steal from him. So you don't like my opinion? Well, whatever. I don't care. So according to The Observer via ringsidenews.com, Travis Scott is still planned for WrestleMania 41 in some capacity. Is he going to break Cody Rhodes' other orbital fucking eye socket? It's unknown what he'll be doing. Yeah, he'll be harming people, or they should fucking just sit him in a chair and say, don't you move or do anything. Travis Scott, he's a fucking idiot. I can't stand these new age rappers that think they're hard. Travis Scott. Not like the guys in the olden days from South Central. He ain't Snoop Dogg. He ain't Dre. He ain't any of those guys. He ain't even Eminem. From 8 Mile, Michigan. They were all from the hood. I don't know. But to be fair, I don't know Travis Scott's background, so I shouldn't talk shit before I get shanked. So unknown what he'll be doing. Rock, the quote is from Ringside News, the status is even murkier. Despite being the one who helped Cena complete his dramatic shift, he hasn't appeared once on WWE programming. Big surprise, big fucking surprise. He hasn't been on since Elimination Chamber. According to The Observer, quote, everyone assumes he'll be at WrestleMania in some form. Well, I would hope so. That would be one of the biggest fucking popcorn farts in WrestleMania history if The Rock didn't even show up for Mania, but I wouldn't put it past him. Hey, do you think The Rock like inflicts people around him in WWE locker rooms with his piss jugs? I'm curious about that. Piss jugs. Piss jug Dwayne. PP. Piss jug Dwayne. So we'll have to wait and see what's going on for that. So one of the original pitches was for Rock to help John Cena win the title at the show. That would be really predictable, but I guess it's something. Cena first part recently told People magazine that he's not spoiling anything. Excuse me. We're in the middle of a very riveting season of episodic television, and you're kindly asking for me to give you spoilers, and I can't do that. Well, good for you, John. What a way to stick to kayfabe. Yeah. I'm going to take a pause for the cause. Excuse me for one quick second here. Woo! Hang on.
It's all here, tune in now, 'cause no one's on the crew. From the ring to the screen, he's got the scoop, breaking down WWE RAW through SmackDown.
Yeah.
AEW, the top spots to be. NoahMania
Let's
is the
jam.
name. And the future you'll see Hollywood bros.
I need a
and the
drink.
That's real. Noah's on fire and you'll feel the appeal. From the ring to the screen, he's got the scoop, breaking down WWE RAW the crew.
I got new next door neighbors.
The top spots to be. NoahMania is
I don't know if they're douchebags yet or not. I hope not. 2025 Noah Cena heel turn. It was bound to happen someday. I am a sexy encyclopedia. You damn right I'm the king of internet media. I don't know why I did that. It seemed like a good idea. I got a nice little buzz going on here. No, the second I moved into my new house, one of my neighbors immediately moved out. I tried to get a really close friend of mine to buy the house immediately next door to us, but he big-leagued me. He was like, oh, that house isn't good enough. It's fucking 4 bedrooms and a pool. What do you mean it's not good enough for you? He goes, instead of living next door to me, he decides to spend fucking $35,000 more on a house further away from me. Angers me. And he knows who he is. And I'm going to point him to this clip. Never going to let him live down that. Oh, I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. We'll have to see what happens. What else is going on? This has to be the dumbest news headline of the week. And then we'll talk about SmackDown. Actually, no, I'll save that for a minute from now. Let's talk about this. I got a better topic to talk about. So this will be fun. WWE has been under fire recently because of their obscene ticket prices. It really seems to me like just over the last 18 months, prices to WWE shows, that son of a gun. Hey, let me tell you something. How dare you make one of the most important decisions that your family will ever make without consulting me or considering my feelings? How dare you? Trump not involved? It's not the dumbest quote of the week then. Don't get me started on President Pig Shit and Vice President Douchebag. Fuck them. You can quote me as saying that. So, anyway, WWE seems like has doubled their ticket prices over the last 18 months for many shows. I remember like a year and a half ago, I got tickets to Raw lower level at Golden One Center. I was able to get lower level seats for like 60, 75 bucks a ticket and 3 seats together. Now those same seats, Raw is going to be at G1C April 14th, and lower level tickets are $300 each. The cheapest nosebleed seats up in the rafters are like $150, $200 each. It is absolutely insane. And arguably the product's better. I remember the whole story about wrestlers being butthurt about not being able to get their comp seats anymore. They're being asked for credit card numbers. Maybe they're getting like independent contractor discounts. Excuse me. I almost made the faux pas of saying an employee discount when it's not that. But it's just crazy. And so Eric Bischoff was asked what he thought about it if WWE's priced itself out of the market. And Eric Bischoff's response accurately was no. I mean, as long as people are still buying tickets, they haven't priced themselves out of the market, which is very true. But it's crazy to me. WrestleMania 39, which was just 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. I got lower level seats, 100 lower level seats in SoFi Stadium. Both nights, 3 seats for $300 each. So for both nights, it was $600 a person. But granted, as time went on and the algorithm kicked in, I could have flipped those seats for double. I got them during the pre-sale, but now they've just marked these things up. It ain't worth it. But people are going out and spending it. And shit's getting more expensive because of douchebag Donald Trump and his tariffs. Yeah, I wonder if there's going to be tariffs on wrestlers from other countries coming over. They have to pay a tariff to work in the United States. It's an import. It's and it's a joke, but it's real. Like, we have a president that's dumb enough to do something stupid like that. And his whole excuse is, well, I did what I said. Blame the courts for stopping it if it gets blocked, which it probably won't because he's got the fucking Supreme Court in his back pocket. But now I'm getting into politics and I'm trying to avoid that. Topic is WWE tickets being overpriced. So I went to SmackDown like a year ago. At G1C also, tickets were about $75-$80 a piece. Now I'm skipping it. It ain't worth it. And it's not like I can't afford seats. I just know it's not. The product ain't worth it. It's very entertaining. But if you're charging Rolling Stones type ticket prices to see a show that's on TV every week, it ain't worth it to me. And eventually all the marks are going to smarten up and they're going to be like, fuck, what are we thinking? We pay this and we still have to spend $75 on a goddamn t-shirt as a memento? Ridiculous. But I'm sure Dwayne fleecing the company for $5 million per appearance might have a little something to do with it. It might raise the cost of doing business by just a little teeny tiny bit. Woo! So, it's just something that annoys me. Thought I'd point it out. Oh, I'll talk about that during SmackDown. So Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton did a shoot promo on each other allegedly. That should be fun. Talk about that in just a second. Oh, and speaking of the obscene ticket prices, look at this. This is just embarrassing. The sad thing is, if I was 21 years old, I would probably be dumb enough to pay for some stupid shit like this. Look at this. So because they're in Vegas, there was an opportunity for them to do some club events. And for some obscene price, so it's 3 days. It's like fan access, but like a nightclub environment. Look at this. So on Thursday before WrestleMania, you go to a nightclub, and you're gonna have appearances from Charlotte Flair, Rey Mysterio, Bianca Belair. So what does it cost to go on a Thursday night? $50 general admission, open bar for $250. VIP table shared for $500 a person, and private $4,000. And I've never even heard of those DJs. Good Lord. Like, the New Year's parties in Vegas are cheaper than this. So if you go Friday, Liv Morgan and Braun Breaker, Metro Boomin and DJ Irie. So again, 89 to 4K. What's going on the actual days of WrestleMania, though? That's what I want to see. This is cool. Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and MGK. Good Lord. VIP and open bar ticket, $350. And my dumbass, that would be the ticket I would buy right there, the VIP open bar ticket. But let's see what's going on Sunday before I make a decision. And by the way, this has got to be like the least family-friendly WrestleMania in the company's history. Because you ain't going to Vegas and really having a good time unless you're an adult. Oh, I'd much rather go to this one. Gronk and Flo Rida. With Tiffany Stratton, Damian Priest. With Valentino Khan DJing. But yeah, $2,000 for private VIP for this one. And you know Gronk is just going to get sloppy drunk and act like a jackass. Let's see, can you even buy these tickets now? A weekend combo. Oh, wow, look at that. Blah, blah, blah. I want to see if they have any VIP open bar tickets left. Whatever. Yeah, no, my dumbass would actually pay to go to that. That's why they have it. But yeah, no, as I said, this is like the least family-friendly WrestleMania in the company's history. Just because of where it's at. Who wants to go to Vegas with their family? Who wants to take the kids to Vegas? That sounds awful. Awful. What's going on in live chat? Why is my menu bar in the way? Go away, menu bar. Go away. It's getting annoying. Auto hide. There we go. Yeah, it's 100% for adults this time around. How selfish of WWE to do such a thing. Won't somebody please think of the children? There we go. The fuck? Where's my other tabs at? There it is. I'm sorry about that. All right, this is a funny story, and then we'll get to SmackDown results. I am your live chat tonight. Sorry. Well, that's because nobody... You should be promoting this shit, adding to the audience. But you're selfish. Y'all just want me to yourselves. So this is funny. Paige admitted to drawing a penis in a scrapbook when she was a kid and her dad found it. Fucking disgusting. So this is from via ringsidenews.com. She did some stupid podcast with this Kale Lowry and opened up about an awkward moment from her younger years. So, so according to this, first time she touched a guy, she drew a picture of it in her scrapbook, and then her dad found it. So, in not surprising stuff involving Paige, nothing really surprises me anymore. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk. Don't you yell at your audience, sir. I'll yell at you all I want. Don't get me started. SmackDown tonight. It was a CM Punk show. Show opened up with CM Punk. Sorry. Ugh. My throat's a little dry. Excuse me. Let me wet my whistle. Ah. Ugh. Something Paige knows all about. Ha ha ha. SmackDown tonight opened up with CM Punk. He came out. They're in Chicago, by the way. And he came out and cut the cringiest fucking promo, pandering to his hometown audience, referencing local landmarks and places to try to relate. Mentioned his wife, referred to her by her real name, reel in some of the internet marks, the smarks that know her name's April. Wasn't a very good promo. Paul Heyman came out, begged Punk to tell him what the favor was. We want to know, what was the favor? Is it sexual? We don't know. We don't know yet. Punk says that he wants Roman Reigns to be present when he asks the favor, so he would not ask it right away. Imagine that. First match of the night was the debuting Rey Fenix, the brother of Penta. Yeah, he is always a kiss ass in the Chicago promos. It's gotten to the point of cringiness, though. He's now made his illustrious return to Chicago like 8 times in the last 3 years. It's starting to get a little bland, a little stale, a little rancid. Brother of Penta, Rey Fenix, making his WWE debut, taking on Nathan Frazier. Rey Fenix picked up the win. Really awesome. I wonder if Rey and Penta are going to team up again in the future. If they're going to show Tony Khan how it should be done in a professional environment. Will that be the case? Who knows? LA Knight over Tama Tonga with Solo Sikoa in his corner. I just didn't give a shit about this match. What I really cared about was up next. The Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair promo. What is going on here? What is going on with Charlotte? She gave that stupid interview about her latest divorce. I was like, oh, I felt like such a failure. I didn't want people to know I was getting divorced again. Oh, my dad, I got dad issues. Yes. Charlotte Flair has dada issues and is on like her 3rd divorce now because she divorced Andrade. El Idalo. Hopefully he got paid. And Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair apparently went off script and like shot on each other. Let's see if I can get some audio of that. Let's see if I can get some audio of that without getting a copyright claim. Let's see here if I can get it to play. Audio only.
Biggest competitor has never been within this ring. Your biggest competitor has been them. And no matter how hard you try, no matter how long you're out for, that's a battle that she'll never win.
Whoa.
And you love to put on this facade like nothing gets to you, like you're above everybody else, but then you're crying on some boo-hoo talk show.
That's true. Oh, she was whining about that. Poor me. My $10 million.
Which one is it, Charlotte?
Wah. Wah.
The hardest part about all of this is no matter how many titles you win, you could break all the records.
She is
all said and done, you'll always come second to your daddy, Ric Flair.
Woo! That was not a very good promo. I gotta be honest. Tiffany Stratton is one of those women that has to be heavily produced. And this segment was a great example of that. But it was entertaining. It was very entertaining. Let's listen to more.
You're gonna come second to me.
Oh.
Tiffany Stratton.
Oh. Let's hear the next clip from Ringside News. Apparently these got edited out and they're not on the website. They got pulled apparently.
0 and 3. Woo!
Oh! Damn. That was good. I'd say Charlotte definitely with that one kill shot. That one kill shot just absolutely decimated Tiffany Stratton. Oh, it was cringe in all the right ways. In all the right ways, that was cringe. All right, we had that. It'll be interesting to see if they get in any kind of trouble and if that's that information is leaked out. Up next, we have the number one contenders match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. One of many Tag Team Championship titles in WWE. It seems like there's like 12 of them. It was DIY going up against the Motor City Machine Guns. Winners! Thank goodness, Motor City Machine Guns. I am a big fan of Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. Up next, another match I didn't really care about. Naomi and B-Fab. Naomi won. It would not make any sense for her to lose at this point. So after the match, Naomi's all cocky, calls out Jade Cargill. Cargill snuck up on her, though, and kicked the shit out of her. And then Cargill got the better of the situation. All right, Kevin Owens, he came out, cut a promo. I've been wrestling for 25 years. I gave everything I had every time I stepped in the ring. I've had incredible life experiences in the ring, and I've been able to take care of my family. But there's a price to pay for all this. So, claims that he has to go have neck surgery and he won't be able to compete at WrestleMania. And as a result, Randy Orton comes out. Nick Aldis informs him that, I'm sorry to tell you, you no longer have a match at WrestleMania. And so Randy Orton hit the RKO on Nick Aldis. I'm wondering what's going to happen as a result of this. So what I really want to see is Nick Aldis. Because look, one of my biggest problems with both the Raw and the SmackDown general managers is they were just introduced to the WWE audience as general managers. Nobody fucking knows that these guys have a wrestling background. Nobody knows that just a few short years ago, Nick Aldis and his wife were in the NWA and he was NWA champion. Nobody remembers that. Nobody knows. Have Nick Aldis be like, hey, you put your hands on me, motherfucker. I'll give you a match at WrestleMania. I'm going to take you on. What's up? I am Zayas. I think I pronounced that right. I tried. So that would be what I would love to see. But they'll have Aldis have an open challenge for Orton, and in comes the returning Aleister Black. WWE's welcoming back all the people that fucking stabbed him in the back to go to AEW before they realized what a fucking joke it is, and now they want to undo their mistakes and come crawling back to WWE thinking they'll be the next Cody Rhodes. Ain't gonna happen. Really interesting segment, though. I really want to see Orton versus Nick Aldis. That would be cool. The last man standing match. Braun Strowman up against Jacob Fatu. Number one contenders match for the United States Championship. Jacob Fatu over Braun Strowman. What a great match. This is two big guys, and You know, I've become a big fan of Jacob Fatu. I think he has a babyface run in him. It's so hard to take him seriously as a heel because he's just badass and he kicks ass. And I think eventually he's going to be seen as like an anti-hero and people are going to love him. And especially since, you know, he's a big goofball in real life. He's kind of killed the facade with the viral video of him helping Lex Luger load his wheelchair in his car. Or when he marked out for the boogeyman. It was the exact opposite of what fucking Santino Marella did when he got the shit kicked out of him by Jim Cornette for laughing at the boogeyman. I wonder if Jim Cornette would have gotten angry at Jacob Fatu for, instead of laughing at the boogeyman, he marked out for him and wanted to take a picture with him. Would that have also drawn the ire of Jim Cornette? That's what I want to know. Obvious ending, very predictable. Jacob Fatu, the winner, and looking forward to something happening with him. I would love to see the United States Championship on Jacob Fatu. I want him to turn face, like you said, and go after the world title or WWE title next year. It won't happen, though. I disagree. I think that he could benefit from the U.S. title. Lend him some credibility to the fans that don't yet appreciate him the way you and I do. All right, you guys want to hear about the sexual favors that CM Punk called in from Paul Heyman? Let's talk about it. They were not sexual. I'm just kidding. So I just had a feeling going into this promo what the favor would end up being. And of course, the favor was Paul Heyman must represent CM Punk in his corner at WrestleMania. That's what the big climax of this segment was. Quite predictable. And of course, Roman Reigns got butthurt about it, acted like he was going to attack the wise man. And instead, CM Punk beat up Roman Reigns while Seth Rollins stood there and laughed. And, you know, it was kind of big disappointment. It was a big disappointment. So what are they going to do with this? There's going to be some kind of swerve. Is Paul Heyman going to stab CM Punk in the back? How's this going to go? I don't know. I think there's going to be some kind of swerve involved. Yeah, you know what, Tony? You know what this reminds me of? We never did find out what Shane McMahon had in that goddamn lockbox that would embarrass Vince. This is that. I would have rather we not had an outcome, just like the lockbox, rather than this disappointment. Total bullshit. Total BS. I'm really still looking forward to WrestleMania. This week of wrestling was not anything spectacular, if I'm just being honest with everyone. We know we have AEW coming up this weekend. We have their pay-per-view, not premium live event, because AEW still thinks that people want to spend $50 to watch a pay-per-view. Spoiler alert, they don't. What's coming up for me? So, as I said, I got big things planned. I'm not going to let you guys in on any secrets right now. There's some craftsmanship that's going to go into my plans to destroy YouTube. And you won't even see it coming. It's true. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm hungry. I think I'm going to go indulge myself at In-N-Out Burger. Hey, Mary! Mary! Drive me to In-N-Out Burger. We'll pick up the big guy, Nagel. Go get some In-N-Out Burger. Feed my fat ass. Yeah. All right. Follow me on social media. X.com/RealNoahMania. Fuck Elon Musk. It's just X.com/RealNoahMania. I don't mean put fuck Elon Musk in the username. I'm just saying fuck Elon Musk because I don't like Elon Musk. Facebook.com/RealNoahMania. That's how you get in touch with me on social media, okay? Cool? All right, guys. Till next time, I am the king of internet media, NoahMania. This has been the NoahMania experience. Sorry. Sorry to be such a disappointment. Is what it is. There we go. There we go. I'm just trying to get off the air here. Having some trouble. All right, peace out, guys. I'm out. Later.